Hello, my name is Steve Gearhart, and this is the Unagi Observer. This week I thought I would do something a little bit different and touch on a subject I don't normally talk about, kaiju, in particular, Ultraman. For those who don't know, kaiju is the term given to giant monster movies made in Japan. The word itself, kaiju, means strange beast in Japanese. Side note, there isn't any Japanese folklore about kaiju or giant monsters outside of stories including dragons, so the kaiju genre is based pretty much on modern stories. While many countries around the world have made large monster movies over the years, like Reptilicus from Denmark in 1961, if you're a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan, you will know that one, it is felt that true kaiju movies were made in Japan starting with, of course, Godzilla. And one of the big things about early kaiju movies and shows is the level of special effects, or lack thereof. It is with kaiju that we get the suit-mation, or actors in monster suits running around city mock-ups with tiny toy tanks firing at the monsters. And one of Japan's more popular kaiju television shows that actually made it to America was Ultraman. There are actually 3 different Ultraman productions, but it is the second one, actually called Ultraman, that first made it to American television in the early 1970s. The show was created by special effects technician Eiji Tsuburaya and aired in Japan with 39 episodes between 1966 and 1967. Tsuburaya was also the special effects technician who created the suit-mation for the very first Godzilla movie in 1954. In other words, he's the guy responsible for the kaiju genre. The plot of the show is pretty straightforward and is the basis of similar knockoffs of Ultraman and other kaiju productions in the future. Since the show was made in the late 1960s, the show itself takes place in the far-flung future of the 1990s. The plot goes like this. A plague has hit Earth and decimated the planet's population. And if that wasn't enough, every now and again, giant monsters from space would show up to either act as agents of another race who wanted to take over Earth, or simply mindless beasts intent on destroying Earth. As a result, Earth has tried to equip its armies to counter these threats. For Japan, the group responsible is called the Science Special Search Party, or SSSP. It is the group that first encounters Ultraman. Ultraman was already fighting an enemy in space outside of Earth, and as they started to fall into Earth's atmosphere, a member of the SSSP, Shin Hayata, he was on patrol and actually witnessed the battle as it was coming to Earth. As the 2 ships fell, they were still fighting as different colored orbs, and it was Ultraman's ship that landed on top of Shin Hayata, squishing him and killing him. In remorse of what amounts to a case of intergalactic vehicular manslaughter, Ultraman is able to revive Shin by merging his life force with Shin's body. In doing so, Shin became host to Ultraman. So from then on, whenever a monster appeared, Shin would invoke Ultraman, who would then in turn appear to fight the monsters. And that is pretty much how the Ultraman series goes. Now, there are 2 different endings to the Ultraman series. The one American audiences are familiar with includes an inspiring speech that Ultraman will return someday. The Japanese version is kinda grim. I won't spoil it, you will have to go and watch it for yourself, but it is a lot different than the American version. Ultraman is probably one of the best examples of early exploration to special effects made in entertainment. While kaiju movies tend to be hokey and Ultraman is no exception, it is a unique perspective on how production companies solve problems to create shows. While suit-mation is kind of cheesy now, in the 60s and 70s it was pretty original. Ultraman is a must-see for those into special effects or television sci-fi. It certainly has a nostalgic feel to it that those who grew up in the 70s would enjoy. Or you can get a bunch of friends together and create your own version of Mystery Science Theater 3000 when watching a kaiju movie. Alright, that's it for now. My name is Steve Gearhart. This is the Unagi Observer. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.